Yo, people, it's JV Rex, and this will be What If Deku ate the Quake fruit? Yeah, well, first of all, thank you all for 66 subscribers. We're actually mad close to 70 subscribers and even 100 subs, which I'm really happy about. Honestly, thanks for the support. I don't know what to say. It just feels nice. So, without further ado, let's start. Okay, so we're gonna start off. Deku is 4 years old. He's going to go to the quirk doctor with his mother, Uncle Midoriya. Uh, well, let's start to that. So basically, Izuku wakes up his mom and he's like, Mom, when are we gonna go to the quirk doctor? And his mom just wakes up and yawns, and and then she's like, okay, Izuku, you know what? We're gonna go now. And basically, they pack up and they just go to the quirk doctor. After a few minutes of driving, they arrive in front of the hospital. No, they do the thing like the appointment thing, blah blah blah. And after that, Deku gets to the quirk doctor's office. Basically, quirk doctor's like, hey, little one, are you here to are you here to see if you have a quirk? And yeah, basically, yeah. Deku's like, yes, I want to see if I have a good quirk, if I can become a great hero with my quirk. And quirk doctor chuckles, yeah. Inko smiles. After that, no, doctor he takes blood from Izuku. Goes to the quirk machine or whatever. And he comes back with a frown on his face. He's like, well, kid, I would like to talk alone to your mother. And Izuku's like, okay, doctor. And he just gets out of here. After that, the Inko, she's like, quirk doctor, doctor, what is happening? And the quirk doctor is like, well, ma'am, I'm sorry to tell you this, but your son here is actually quirkless. And Inko, her eyes widen shock and sadness, and she tears fall down her face, and she closes her eyes, she wipes the tears off, and she just like she basically just nods at the quirk doctor and gets out of here. And after that, Inko just goes outside the door and just sees Izuku excited like that, So yeah. And after that, Izuku is just like, Mom, what is my quirk? And Inko, frowns, and she's like, oh, well, Izuku, I'm sorry to say this, but you are quirkless. And Izuku, he stops, and he just looks shocked and just starts crying, And he goes to hug his mom, hugging his mom's leg, and he's like, Mom, do you think I can still become a hero? And Inko, she's like, yes, Shizuku, I truly believe in you, and I hope you're gonna make it. And Izuku smiles, and he just, yeah, he smiles and he just, hugs his mom tighter, I guess. After that, they go back home, all that, and they go to the they go to the quirk doctor, and they go my bad, they go home, they chill, while Izuku is kind of sad, reminiscing about what happened, so yeah. So after that, go to the next day, I guess you could say. Izuku, he goes to the park with Bakugo, and yeah, they meet up. And, he's like, "Hey, Kachan, did you get your quirk?" And Baku is like, "Yeah, Izuku, look at it." And he just shows off his explosions, and Deku's eyes light up, and then Bakugo asks him, uh, what uh thing, what if Izuku got a quirk, and Izuku, he gets his head down, and he's like, "No, Kachan, I'm quirkless." And Bakugo is like, "Haha, so you're worthless, huh, Deku?" Ha, Izuku. And Izuku looks at him, and he's like, "That's mean, Kachan." And Bakugo was just like, "Yeah, but you deserve it. Yeah, but you deserve it. We're now gonna call you Deku." And basically, all the kids that were there just start calling him Deku, just chanting. But yeah, and then after that, basically they take Izuku to the forest. All of them, they pick him up and just throw him there, bomb, just like that. And after that, uh, basically, after that, they left him there, to die, which is pretty sadistic for kids. Not gonna lie, but hey, it's for the sake of the story, yeah. Deal with it. And after that, we just go to Izuku just laying there dumbfounded that his own best friend do such a shameful thing to him, And he's pretty mad, but he keeps his cool because of his mother. Yeah. Then, Izuku just wanders around the forest, and he has just been roaming like that for the past week, Yes, he has been missing for a whole last week. And children, they're kind of regretting what they did, but they know if Deku went missing for that much time, then must have been something serious, So yeah. And after that, we'll go to Deku, just wandering around, till he found a cave. And in that cave, he sees a huge ass weapon and a fruit just laying there, a weird blue fruit with swirling patterns. Uh, and he just sees a letter in it, well, near the fruit, or in between the fruit and the weapon, which is the Naginata. And yes, it is ridiculously huge, like how it's supposed to be. And yeah, basically in the letter it says, Hmm. If you found this if you found this letter, you are a very lucky person. This is the Gura Gura no Mi. It is the strongest devil fruit ever. If you do not know what a devil fruit is, it is a fruit that gives you powers. The Gura Gura no Mi allows the user to create what are known as quakes. They can be different quakes. You can create quakes out of thin air, sea quakes, earthquakes, any quakes you can think of. It is a very powerful and destructive devil fruit that requires a lot of strength and determination. And that's just the first part, and Deku was just another shock. That something this powerful is just a fruit that could be eaten by anyone, even a villain. Now, they can continuously renew the letter, and it says, "The weapon that you shall see beside, I guess, beside this note is the Naginata. It is a very powerful weapon that can be used by only very strong people. You must have a lot of strength and mastery over this weapon to properly use it. I shall give you training regiments, whoever you are, so that you may carry on the legacy of Whitebeard." And then right as Izuku finishes reading that, his mind is filled with training, I guess you could say, training infos. It just stays imprinted into his brain. And also some memories of the Gurgur no Mi and how Whitebeard used his Naginata, all that. And basically he just start training. And remember, he's only 4 years old, eh? But he has been living in force for a week, so he has matured, I guess you could say. And we time skip to when he's 15. Now he's as tall as Prime Whitebeard, which is a really, and I mean really tall. No, never mind. That's just too big, bro. So I'ma just make him 10 feet tall. Yeah, that's unreasonable, but that's more reasonable than 21 feet tall. So yeah. So the Naginata's height is exactly the same height as him. He has full mastery over his powers, and he discovered that he has Conqueror's Haki. Yep. Basically, has a really good Conqueror's Haki, Observation Haki too, and Armament Haki. Not advanced, but good. Yeah. And he has the Whitebeard hat and the coat. Basically, he has the Whitebeard strip that he has right now. So yeah. And after that, he's finished his training. And he just takes the letter, and puts it in his pocket or whatever. After that, he just ate the fruit because he didn't eat it. He just trained. He didn't eat the fruit at all. Just finished training. Now he ate the fruit because he already knows how it works, but he just didn't eat it yet. Now he just eats the fruit and he feels power, bro. He has tremendous power, bro. I know. He decides to try it a little, And like I said, he knows how to use it, so he's not stupid at all, bro. And basically, just charges up a little amount of Quake energy, I guess you could call that. And he just slams the air. And basically, it was small, but it destroyed a lot of trees. Yep. And Deku just uh surprised and happy kind of. So yeah. And for I guess you could say, no, never mind. You'll find that out later, okay? Yeah. Um. So after that, Deku just goes into the city finally, and the first place he goes to is at his mother's place. Okay, so if I about his facial appearance, he doesn't have the beard, the mustache. Nah, he has long green hair. So basically, like prime white beard, but without blonde. We've replaced the blonde hair with green hair and no mustache. So basically, he goes to his mother's apartment. Let's just say she lives like, I don't know what floor, but a floor that is tall enough for Deku to see. With his height. So basically, yeah. And then he just knocks on the window and he just sees Inko. Not really happy at all, just gloomy, and she's like, she just opens the window and she's freaking and she's like, who are you? And he's like, well, it's me, Mom. I'm Izuku. And Inko, she's like, Izuku? Is that you? And he's like, yep, that's me, Mom. And she basically jumps out the window and just hugs him. I don't know how 10 feet tall is compared to a normal human. Let me just see. So guys, this is I guess 5 feet is the average, you could say. And the 11 feet, you can see it here. Pretty nice. So yeah. Okay, so let me just shove. Okay, so you all saw that 11 feet to 5 feet is pretty big difference. So yeah. Now Inko jumps into Izuku's arms, and Izuku, he just cries, and Inko cries too, and she's like, "My baby, my my baby, where have you been for these past years?" And Izuku's like, "I'm sorry, Mom. I was just out in the forest, you could say." And Inko, she's like, "How do you even get this tall?" And Izuku's like, "Well, let's just say a quirk awakened in me." And Inko, she smiles and she's like, and she has tears of joy. And she's like, "You have a quirk?" And Izuku's like, "Yep, I have a quirk, Mom." And Inko, hugs him even more, and yeah, they catch up and all. And after that, Izuku's like, well, guess I can't really live in this apartment anymore, huh? And Inko, she's like, oh, you definitely can't. And Izuku's like, oh, darn, Mom, I can just build a house in the forest for us. And Inko, she's like, sure, Izuku. And basically, Izuku just puts Inko on his shoulder and just goes. Yep. They go in the forest. Izuku breaks trees easily, makes a house real quick. Not too shabby, pretty good. So yeah, and yeah. So after like 2 days, Izuku finished the house. Basically, there's a small side for Inko and a big side for Izuku. So yeah, basically two separate houses, because why not? So yeah, they're peacefully living, and entry exams in 10 months. So now we go to the next day. Izuku wakes up, and Inko's up early too. So yeah. After that, Izuku's just chilling, Uh, and he goes to the city, just chilling, People look at him, weirdly, because he's abnormally tall and carrying a fat ass weapon, And they think he's a hero or some shit, but nah, he's just 15-year-old kid, bro. So now Izuku just, casually walks until he hears screams for help. And no, Izuku's instincts instantly kicks in, and he just jumps on a building. Yeah, power jumps into a building, and he hears the scream again, and he just goes building to building. That's like how Whitebeard did with trees, If you watch the Whitebeard vs Roger flashback from One Piece. If you didn't, bro, I'm just gonna show you because I feel like it. Yeah, so that's how Deku was just jumping, jumping like mad jumping buildings, And after, a few minutes, you could say, he finally reached a destination, and he sees a sludge villain, encasing a girl. And he's like, why are the heroes not doing anything, huh? And he listens close, and he's like, He just sees a person says, seems like the hero doesn't have quirks suited for this situation. Deku hears that, and he's pretty pissed off, no cap, bro. It's like, you're a hero, bro. You're supposed to save people, That fat ass mindset, And after that, he just like, looks like I'm gonna have to save the day myself. After that, he jumps off the building, and he lands right next to the sludge villain. After that, he just takes the girl out quickly, lays her down next to the heroes, and he just charges up a Quake punch, and he punches the sludge villain. After that, the sludge villain gets splattered, gets flat in front of Deku, and he just ask a kid in the crowd for a bottle. He's like, "Hey, kid, would you mind giving me that bottle of yours?" And the kid just nods and just gives him the random ass plastic water bottle. And Izuku just puts the sludge villain in it somehow. So yeah. And after people just cheer for him, and Deku just looks at them and just smiles, and waves. And after that, the girl comes up to him and just says, damn extra, I didn't need your help. And Izuku's like, well, without my help, you would have been dead, wouldn't you, girl? And the girl, he's like, yeah, whatever. And she looks at him closely, and she's like, he just tells him to follow her, and he just does so. And they go, just near the abandoned building, whatever. And he just like looks at him, and she's like, Izuku, is that you? And Izuku, he's like, Kachan. So that's you, huh? And yes, Bakugo, is a female. Dun dun dun. And basically she's like, I'm sorry, Izu. I was so dumb back then. I hope that you can forgive me. And Izuku is like, no, it's fine. I forgive you. And basically, he takes her in his hands and he just hugs her. I guess you could say that. And Izuku, he's like, well, want to catch up? And she's like, I sure would love to. And yep, just like that, they're friends again. Simple, bro. And then Izuku is like, well, guess you could ask Auntie if you can go train with a friend for 10 months. Since the UA exams is in 10 months. And she's like, great idea, Izu. And basically, she just goes to do that, Simple, easy, bro. And, yeah. After that, Izuku and Bakugo, they go back to the forest. And basically, Katsuka, she just sees a huge house and a average sized house right next to each other, and she's like, so I guess this is where your mother lives, huh? And he's like, yep, pretty big difference, huh? And he's like, yep. So yeah. And after that, Izuku just quickly makes a house for a Katsuka, I guess. And yeah. After that, Izuku, he just goes to sleep. Katsuka too, and go to blah blah blah. Not really important information. And after all that, we're gonna time skip 10 months of the entrance exams. So what's going on here is that Katsuka has been training with Deku, and she actually gained height, and she's no longer I guess you could say small compared. You saw how 11 feet is compared to 5 foot, 5 feet. I guess, yeah. You saw that, so now I'm just gonna show you again because it's just so cool, So as you can clearly see here, the tallest person there is 11 feet. See, 10 feet, 11 feet is not that bad, okay? 11 feet. And there, not take the 9 foot. Yeah, 9 foot looks more realistic, bro. Take the 9'7". It's literally so close to 10 foot. So take that. And as you can see, compared to the 5'3" here, it's kind of a big difference. No cap, bro. So now, Katsuka is 7 foot, which is tall for the average. Basically, just think of the 6'8" thing, okay? The difference is big, but not really. You know what I mean, okay? So, yeah. She just reaches his shoulders. That's more reasonable, okay? She reaches his shoulders. So, as you can see, Katsuka's grown kind of a lot. She has also gained muscle, but she's still lean and all. Yeah, she's still not fine, okay? And, yeah. And after the 10 months, they're actually official, bro. Well, Katsuka said that she loved Izuku, and Izuku just accepted her feelings, just like that, and they did a little kiss, nothing too special. So yeah, and now we're gonna go finally to the entrance exam. Katsuka and Izuku, they're pretty tall, no cap, bruh. Compared to the average human, that's ridiculously tall. No, not gonna lie, bro. And they're just chilling. They go to the exam hall. People just look at them, and yes, they're holding hands. Like, why not? And yeah, people just take pictures. And Izuku, when they try to take pictures of Katsuka, Izuku just passes his cape to hide the bunda. Okay, and yep. After that, they in the exam hall, like I said. They're just waiting for instructions. President Mike explains. They do the written test really, really quickly. And after that, they do it's finding time for the entrance exams. Basically, Izuku, Katsuka is like in gate B, Izuku gate A. So yeah. Now we start. President Mike is like 3, 2, 1, go, 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 and basically they just all rush in, and Izuku just is zooming them, bro, which shocks everyone, bro, because of how big he is, and he after that he just murders robots with his Quake powers. It's just ridiculous, just something you wouldn't want to happen to you. Quake punches, Quake waves, just a lot of things, rubble waves. There's a lot of things you don't want to happen to you. After a few minutes, Izuku just stops and he goes to just see how his girl is doing. He just jumps off and just, gets edge of the gate of Fake City B, and he just looks at how Katsuka's doing, just sitting on the edge of the wall. Yes, it's really fat and large, and yeah, basically he just sees that Katsuka is doing pretty good, and she spots him, and he just ghosts him, and he just kisses him, and he's like, "Hey, Izu, wow, watching me destroying robots, huh?" And he like, "Well, I was just checking up on you to see if you could keep up." And Katsuka, she's like, "Oh, I see." And she just kisses him again, and she's just like, "Well, bye bye now. I'm gonna go destroy some more." And he's like, "Good luck, Katsuka." And he was like, "Thanks, Izu." And yeah, they just go their separate ways, I guess. And after Izuku just returns to his city. And yeah, after that, Izuku just sits down in the building, just chillax. And then the fat Zero Pointer appears. He basically Nezu raises the Zero Pointer. Just the Zero Pointer going on a huge ass rampage. And after, after that, sorry for the background noises if you hear them. If you don't, that's good for you. Izuku just takes his Naginata and he charges up with Quake, and it grows progressively larger. And people are kind of amazed at what's happening right now because after that, he just launches that ball at the 0 Pointer, and it just explodes on impact. And as for Katsuka, bro, just pops a huge ass explosion and marks the 0 Pointer just like that. And yeah, simple. After that, yeah, the exam just ends. President Mike is announces the end and all. So yeah, sorry for the interruption out of nowhere. After that, after the intricate exams, Izuku and Katsuka meet up, and they go to the forest. And yes, Mitsuki has been informed of the situation between Katsuka and Izuku, and she lets him stay with. Lets her stay with Izuku. And now Katsuka doesn't need her little house anymore. He just sleeps with Izuku, same bed. Well, not that way, but just same bed, So after that, uh, mm, after that, basically, they just hang out. I don't really got anything else to say, honestly. So, after that, they just wait 1 week for the letters. Now, when the letters appear, obviously they both passed with very high scores. And yeah, next day they both go to UA, and they just see that there's 2 seats especially for them, 2 big seats especially for them, and this is just right next to each other, So basically, Izuku sits at the front, Katsuka at the back, and yeah, Izuku just turns around and just talks with Katsuka, completely ignoring everybody else. After 8 seconds, Aizawa wakes the fuck up because the bell rung, and he's like, "Hello class, I am Shota Aizawa. I will be your homeroom teacher for the next 3 years. You better be good, or else I'll expel you." All the class gets a shiver except Izuku and Katsuka, because Giga chats. And after that, they just, Aizawa says like, "Now, both, all of you, go dress up in these gym uniforms, except you two there," pointing at Katsuka and Izuku, "and meet me at the training grounds." No, they all nod, no questions, because why not? And Izuku and Katsuka, they just walk out and follow Aizawa. After a few minutes of waiting, Izuku, Aizawa, explains the ball throw, and he says to Izuku to go first, because yeah, Izuku infuses the ball with hockey, and she just launches it in the air, and the others are confused and like I think that he's weak, and then Izuku just cocks his arm back and just slams it on the air, and they just see the air crack, and they're just shocked as hell, and the ball just goes flying, bro. It's just unbelievable. It goes flying, bro. After that, no. I was always like, kid, I guess that will be infinity. And all the class are shocked, except Katsuka. And then it goes to Katsuka's turn, and she gets like 100 kilometers, which is a whole lot too, bro. Don't underestimate. After that, they continue doing the other tests and all. So, first Izuku, second Katsuka, and etc. Then, well, Izuku, and Katsuka, they just go home because Aizawa dismissed them. Guys, I'm gonna stop it here. I might have to remake this one because it was really bad. Comment what you think below. If you thought it's bad, don't just tell me it's bad. Tell me why it's bad, because if you just tell me it's bad, bro, it's doing no good, okay? It's just doing no good. Just tell me what was bad. I'll try to improve next time. I'm a human, I make mistakes. So yeah. Thank you all for watching, and bye-bye.